Hey everyone, it's Kristen Meeks with the Social Media Marketing Made Simple Academy and Training Series. And this is a post that I thought I had already blogged about, and I wanted to repost it and repurpose it because that's what I like to do with content. And I went looking for it and it didn't exist. So I must have done it in my head or lost it. So I am going to show you this really cool tip. And every time I talk to people about Facebook ads, I say, have you created custom audiences yet? And most people are like, oh yeah, I do that all the time. And then they tell me, I said, well, tell me what you've been doing. They tell me, and I said, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, there's a new way to create audiences through Facebook Ad Manager, and you do need to be on your desktop for this. So if you go to your Ad Manager and you click up here and you get like the whole selection here. You go under assets and hit audience. It's going to take you to this page. And so I've created some here, but not all of them. And so I'm going to show you how to do this. So before you create an ad, I definitely think you should be doing this. This is the new way to customize your audiences. It makes it foolproof. You don't have to guess what interests that people that would like your products and services would also like. This will take the guessing game out for you. And let me show you how easy it is. So go ahead and hit create audience and then hit custom audience. And this is going to give you a complete list here of different things. Customer file, which is your email. So you can upload your emails. It actually imports from MailChimp, and I do this about once a quarter. You can also copy and paste people. So I've done that as well because I tend to communicate via Gmail, and then, they don't always dump over into MailChimp, and I want to make sure I'm retargeting. So once we upload this file in here, those people, we're going to start serving them ads to those people that have the matching email addresses. So they have to have some sort of match, whether it's the email address that they started with, the Facebook page with, or they've associated the Facebook page with. Those people will be retargeted via Facebook advertising. Website traffic, this is your Facebook pixel. You want to make sure you've installed your Facebook pixel. So once you do that, then you will start being able to retarget anyone that's gone to your website, whether it was through Google, your Facebook page, an ad, anything like that. Anytime they've gone to their website, you can retarget it. So just in the latter part of 2017, when I launched my academy, I've had over like 500 people click on the academy page. So I'm retargeting those 500 people that would love to be academy members. Don't have all 500 of them yet. So I'm going to retarget them on Facebook all of 2018 in order to get them to convert, get them to become academy members, give them valuable content, and make sure they're getting it, because they don't always get it just because they're a fan of the page. App activities, not a lot of people use that. Offline activities, something too that if you have a brick and mortar store, you can actually create a list of people of how they interact with your business. This could be by phone or another offline channel. So I'm not going to, that you have to set up separately, which I don't have set up because I don't have a brick and mortar store. But I do use engagement, and engagement is probably the one I spend the most time under, because any video, I can retarget those people. So all I have to do is I can say, I want them to watch so much of my video. So of course, if you do the first 3 seconds of your video, that's going to be a lot of people, and it might not necessarily be people you want to retarget to. They say if people watch at least 75% of your video, you can convert them to become a customer. So I try to stick between 50 and 75. Sometimes that's a very low number and it won't populate. So we kind of have to play around with that. Let's just pick one for the case of this. Then you can choose your video and decide which video you want to do. And you have to choose your page too. So like I'm an admin of a lot of pages here, so you can see all that. Let me back out of here. So after I do that, then I can create my audience. You can also do lead form if you use those. Full screen, that's the Canvas ad. The Facebook page is where I like it. And so you can decide any of the Facebook pages that you're affiliated with, and they have to meet any or all of the criteria. Anyone that engages with your page kind of gets everybody. One of the ones I definitely want to make sure I use is engage with any post or ad, because that means anyone that may not already be a fan of yours and see your information. Also, if you get a lot of messages, you may want to retarget the people that messaged you. And I've had that happen to some clients. Say, hey, we're just getting a lot of messages. Like, let's retarget those folks, because those people are obviously really interested if they are, messaging your page. So also, let's go back down to fan page here. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Let's go. Oh, got clear out of there. Got ahead of myself here. We're going to go under engagement still because of Instagram and Facebook pages being connected and Facebook owning Instagram. You can actually cross promote and get the people that have engaged with your business profile. And so if you're anything like me, your Instagram followers are completely different from your Facebook followers. So you want to make sure that you are targeting them, and you can target them via Facebook ad. Of course, they'll show up on Instagram as well. So if you like that, but that way you can get more touches and connect with them not only on Instagram, but Facebook too. And I tend not to do that, but once I do follow someone on Facebook that I've been following on Instagram, I tend to become a customer quicker. And then my ultimate favorite is events. So if you host events, you need to be retargeting your events because you can target anyone that responded going or interested. So you can set up ads, based on those people. And we know people are more likely to click interested than going. So you could do both and hit everybody, or you could just do one or the other. So definitely do this. So when that happens, these audiences are created, and you can see I have a lot because I've created a bunch. Some I've created through, the pages like I just showed you. So once you create those ads, you have trying to show you right here, you have an opportunity to do a lookalike audience. So after you create that, it'll actually give an option, but if it doesn't, you go down to lookalike audience and you can choose. So I'm just going to pick on the Belpre Chamber because I've created stuff for them for their ad campaigns, and you need to target it by country. And so United States, of course, is where I'd probably want to target this. And so what it's going to do, it's going to take that common demographic, there we go, the most common demographics, and put them in that 1%. And sometimes our audiences isn't big enough to do a 1%, so you have to expand it. But 1% is the most likely to look like that Belpre Chamber of Commerce list that we imported for the annual dinner, I think. So, of course, this is a huge number, and we don't want to, like, let's say our next event, we want to promote it to that group, that lookalike group. We don't want to promote it all over the United States. So when you're in your ad, you have to make sure that you select lookalike of the Belpre Chamber, but you want to make sure that you're scaling it down to, 20 miles of Belpre. And that number will show up and it'll look a little bit more realistic, probably around, 18 to 30,000 instead of, 2.1 million. So that is how you create these audiences. And then they live here. And then when you go create an ad, what's really cool is that after you pick your objective, which we're just going to pick a random one here, and you go to your audience, you click, getting a little ahead of myself here. You click right here and all your audiences show up, and you can choose all of them or one of them. And this is where I really recommend doing ads from your ad manager, because you have way more options than you're going to from boosting a post on your phone or your mobile device. So you want to make sure we'll select that lookalike audience. And then if I go down here, I can edit my locations to include, so many miles of Marietta, Ohio. It's going to default to 25. And so it's looking more of a 45,000 people than, the 2.1 million. So of course, the smaller mileage we go, the smaller that number will be, the bigger, the greater the number will be. And that is when you want to make sure. So this is all under, your ad manager and under audiences. And this is for running ads. So hopefully this has been really informative. Hopefully you understand the difference between just creating your own audience and actually having Facebook create it for you, which takes that trial and error right out of it. So if you have any questions, please jump over to the Social Media Marketing Made Simple Facebook group and ask away, or you can always message me or email me any of your questions. Have a great day.